remember just being like shaking like that, leg tapping. Like, oh my goodness, my goodness. Oh, who do I think I am? Like all these things like that.
Wow, self-limiting beliefs.
Actor, he's already starred in Small Acts, The Beautiful Game, Boxing Day, and Atlanta.
Didn't get it, but look at God, because I got a job that she was actually casting in, and we actually said no.
See how the table them turn.
We actually said no.
Table them turn.
I don't know at all.
Yeah,
You man learn.
I know this guy well, fam. Off script.
I could have been sitting there.
Hollywood film.
Yeah, this was my first ever thing.
The man got the call and it was like, yeah, and I remember being sat into it, like screaming.
Yeah.
I was like, you're lying, no way.
Yeah.
And I was like, I said, Zoe, I told you.
You gain trust in droplets, right? But you lose it in buckets.
Oh wow.
I like that.
You can be yourself. Like, people need to love you for you, because that's what's sustainable. You know, you will always be yourself.
Man, food team.
Oh, wait, let's do an ad.
Yeah,
we're here. So yeah, we got an event coming up.
Yep.
It's gonna be on the 25th of September. Feel free to roll through. Matter of fact, roll through. Not even a feel free. Roll through.
Yeah, roll through.
You're gonna want to be there if you missed the last one, and even if you did
man.
come to the last one, you said be there.
Be there or be square, bruv.
Be there or be. Matter of fact, be there or be triangle. You know what I'm saying? Just be there. Come on.
Be there, 100%, man. By the way, back to the episode. Bow.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Calm.
Some very legendary people have sat in your seat, you know.
Legendary
footballers and all them man have sat in your seat. We've got
add to this.
Kia Commodore, your
Let's
Black
add to
Bezos.
that.
Bro, you're gonna add to that now.
What's good, people? Hope you guys are all doing well today. My name is Coach Klutze,
And I'm Jonathan.
and I can't lie to you guys. Today we've got an absolute bang of an episode, and I'm so excited for this episode. Reason being because we got to think about purpose-led. A lot of episodes so far, a lot to do with entrepreneurship and finances, and that's a very important thing.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, though, purpose as a self is so multifaceted. So today we've got a good friend of mine, which I'm going to talk about a bit more. But guys, tune in to the end, because the episode here is going to be an absolute banger.
Serious.
Banger. But yes, without further ado, Mr. Sheyi Cole, how you doing, bro?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
I'm well, man. I'm well.
Yeah?
I'm blessed.
You good?
Good to be
You
here.
look well, bro.
Bro, you look very
guys.
well,
So
man.
do you guys.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much,
For real,
man.
for real. The fits, the
Come on,
trims,
man.
everyone's
Totally right, man.
I ain't got a
Good,
trim,
bro.
but I look like I got
It looks like you got a
It
trim.
looks like I got
It
a
does,
trim. I
it
just
does.
take care of myself.
Come
you
on,
feel
man.
me?
It does. I think you got a similar thing with me. Like when I had my hair short, like I don't really get mad regrowth. So
Right.
even
Was
though,
it?
no, not
Must
really.
be nice, man. Must be nice, man. My thing is God, fam.
Nah,
You saw me earlier a couple hours ago,
Really?
bro. I was looking rough,
Caveman.
man. Caveman. But guys, today, yeah, I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long, innit? So let me actually introduce the man in front of us right now. Because I don't think you got to deepen his credentials, innit?
Word.
Okay. So let me get this right, yeah.
Let's get it.
15-time BAFTA nominated actor. Yeah. Actor. He's already starred in Small Acts, The Beautiful Game, Boxing Day, and Atlanta. You guys don't know about Atlanta? Get to know.
You see it?
Yeah. Model, feature on Vogue. Yeah.
I didn't even know that one.
Bro.
I did your research.
Yeah. Bro,
Okay.
bro, I did my
Yeah.
research, fam. And also, last but not least, no, not even last but not least, director. Also director to
Come on.
S17.
Whoa,
Come on.
big up my doggy. Hey,
And-
that was a moment still.
That was a most importantly, just a great guy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, forget all the credentials for a quick second. Just an overall great guy. I'll give you a little context for myself. Bro, I've known Shay for last 15 years now.
Yeah.
Since 15 years, bro, plus 15 years, man.
I think more than
Always
that.
just been a good guy, man. And I can't lie to you. I know we're going to talk about this a lot more. It's been a lot of us gassing you up for this episode, but I'm so happy for your growth, bro, man. Honestly, you deserve more than anyone, bro, man. Honestly, bro. When we say it, I genuinely mean it. You deserve more than anyone, bro. So thank you so much. And God bless you, man. For real, bro.
Bro, when I see you on a movie poster, I'm like, I remember the first time I saw him on a movie poster, yeah, and I didn't follow you, so I was like, I swear I know. I swear I know, man. But anyway, I'm very excited to get into this episode.
Appreciate you, bro.
100%.
We go back, man. We're all Langley boys here.
Yeah.
Come
Same
on.
school,
Big up
same
Langley,
school.
We're all
man.
Langley
Langley,
boys.
yeah.
Pick up the Langleys. Pick up the Langleys.
Honestly, man. But you know what, bro? One thing we like to do about guests when we come to the episode at first, is ask them a very important but very simple question.
Okay.
So if this part of your life was a chapter, what would it be called? I'll say that again. If this part of your life was a chapter, what would it be called?
Chapter in your book of life.
Yeah, man.
You know what? Like I was listening to your last podcast, innit? So I heard that question. I was thinking, oh, are they gonna ask it again? Who
Yeah,
knows? We'll
yeah.
see. But you know what? For me, like, I would call it growth.
Okay.
And the reason I would call it growth is because I feel this period in my life, this period of time in my life, going, venturing out, doing all these different things, meeting different people, collaborating with different people. You know, it's difficult because you have to try and learn how to negotiate, navigate these situations. You know, pick what battles you want to fight, which battles you don't want to fight. You know, like, so yeah, I think like growth, because see me, like we're all learning in it. Like we're all still so young. So I just want to, you know, start growing into the person and the man that I want to be, making certain changes that I have to do, whether that's cutting people out or doing what I have to do there. But yeah, because like, man's here now. Like I'm in the industry, this is what I do, I act, I love it, I enjoy it. But now I've been there for like, I would say 2-3 years now. And it's not still early, but within that time, you learn so much and you learn quick because you don't want to be making the same mistakes because sometimes you just have one opportunity.
Yeah,
it's like you got one shot.
It's true. Yeah.
It's mad.
So that one shot sometimes can be the difference between your life going one way or the other way.
And also, on the other end of the spectrum too, one bad costly mistake, that's your whole thing done.
So
you have to be so stealth mode the way you operate, man. Because if you do something right, you're gone. Do something wrong, you're gone. Same thing, same concept. You see it? So it's so important, but as you say, bro, growth, man.
Yeah, man, growth. And it's one thing, like, I feel like every part in my life, like when I have something that I really want to achieve or do, I always put it as my phone, like my phone lock screen.
Oh, right.
Or
like Drake did with his house.
Yeah, in a way, but like I also do it as like my password.
Okay.
So like I'm literally typing it in every single day.
Dope. I like that.
Amazing.
So that's what man does. I remember the first one that I did. I think I was in like Brit time, so probably like year 12.
Brit school.
Brit school.
Big up the Brit school.
Big up the Brit
People
school.
gone through there, you know, Amy Winehouse.
Brit.
Who else? Yeah. Amy, who else gone through there, bro?
People, Tom Holland, Amy Winehouse.
Tom Holland went through there.
Tom Holland was there. Just pure Kush Jumbo. She's an actress. Lil Kana.
Remember that amazing guy too, bro? Sheyi Cole.
Yeah, I remember
Who's
him.
that guy?
You know that
Who
guy?
that guy though?
You're up there, bro, man. You're up there, bro, man.
We got man. I mean, Razak Kakoyi, bigs up Raz, bigs up Nee. Like all the man them, they've all come through Brit, and we're all working collectively to, you know, get our dream, and we're all doing it. You know, Nee's doing it. My boy Raz is doing it. Like we're all doing it. It's so rare to like hear and have like a group of people, not more than one person, that are all collectively doing their thing.
Wait, just off the back of that, 'cause I know you had some questions, but just off the back of that, we were speaking before Rob got here, and we were talking about you coming,
Okay.
and we were talking about you coming straight out of school, out of Brit school, and then getting a role like that,
Right.
and then the difference between that and how many other, because remember I said like some actors, it's a thing where
Take some time.
it takes some time, like they're working at a coffee shop for some, and it may not even pop for some actors. But like, what is it that separated you? Do you think, or like, what opportunity may have come up that separated you from the regular person that would have come out of that situation?
Well, we'll go back. I went to Brit school. Did Brit school. That was sick. I didn't actually get a job straight out of Brit school.
Okay.
So I took a gap year. I had a gap year where man was kind of like, obviously I knew I wanted to act. Like that was always what I was going to do. But what's so good about Brit is that they have like a showcase.
Okay.
So at the end, I did theatre at Brit.
Okay.
And at the end of our theatre 2 years, we then collectively do a showcase at this lovely, you know, auditorium, theatre, and a bunch of agents and industry people watch us.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't get picked up.
Okay.
So no one, I don't think, 2 agents showed interest.
Yeah.
But they, you know, they weren't that good. They weren't at the level that I really wanted to be at. But they turfed, man. Like they were like, I think you just need to go drama school, innit? Just go drama school. And obviously that's what I wanted to do anyway.
Right,
like I did want to go drama school, but in the same breath I was like, like you man aren't actually, you're not getting it. Like I can do both type vibe. Like I know I can do both. But if you guys aren't on my Vim, then to be fair, I don't really want to be with you, man. Anyway, if you don't get it, then you'll soon get to know.
Not the same vision.
Not the same vision. So that was like I would say that was one of the tough kind of like hurdle for me to do, because then it was like, man's got this gap here now where I've just got bare space and time, and how do I fill it? And what do I do? And if I want this enough, then man has to keep on the grind, but also have to have a job and do all these things, you know, live my life. But anyway, I went to Guildhall then.
Okay.
And Guildhall's my drama school. It's a drama school.
Yeah.
Quite prestigious still, actually, isn't it?
It's up there. You got like RADA, Lambda, Guildhall, not in that particular order before anyone guns me. But they're, you know, Royal Welsh are coming up as well. Like they're all in that sphere. But I would say, man, like going back to your original question, I think it's what Small Axe came, and like when that audition come through, and big up my agent, because she always believed in the source. And when I signed with her, I was like, look, I'm going through the drama school process. I want to do that. And she was like, yeah, bet, do it. Like it's calm. Like I'll still be here. And for those auditions that, you know, do come that we really think are life-changing ones, then of course we'll do.
And she had that vision.
She knew. Yeah.
She knew that you were going to be somewhere.
She knew.
So she stuck with it.
That's beautiful. Do you know why, bro? Because all you need is one person to believe in you.
Yeah.
Honestly, I believe in bro. He believes in me. That's what you need in life. And bro, you had the agent there who helped you, bro. And that's the most important thing. You don't need the whole world to believe in you. If one person believes in you, bro, they can help you go so far. And that's for everyone right now too. You don't need the whole world to believe in you. We live in a very we live in a society which everyone wants to be liked by everyone. You don't need to be liked by everyone. Find your lane, find people who believe in you and run through. But there's a testament right here. We're a testament to it too. Find your lane, run with it. That's it.
It's facts.
But yeah, bro, please continue, man.
Yeah, and I was very, very aware. I had a plan of how, like I set it all out, man. I had a vision, bro. Like I was like, okay, I'm gonna go drama school, but I want an agent before I go drama school because I don't want to go drama school and have to worry about all that external stuff. Although it's part of it, I do want to go there just to focus on my craft and train.
But what do you mean by external?
Yeah,
stuff?
about to say the same thing.
So like industry stuff. So although it's part of like obviously the career and the job, like I wanted to solely just go to drama school because I wanted to just work on my craft and forget about all the industry stuff.
Does that mean like auditions and
auditions? Like I was auditioning, but in terms of like certain people, it can get a bit toxic sometimes, you know, because you go through drama school and then everyone's kind of like waiting for third year. Third year is my time to shine. Like third year, I'm going to do my thing, get on that stage. The whole world's going to see me, and, you know, but I wanted to get away from that because I didn't want all that toxic energy. I was just like, I want to come into drama school with that already set. So then when a man's in lesson and I want to learn about certain things, I'm not like focusing on other stuff. I'm focusing on, okay, let me get my breath low. Like that's what man's actually focusing on instead of like, okay, if I get my breath low and I sound like this, then maybe this agent will be able to like sign man and he'll talk me that like, nah, I didn't need that. It's just it takes away from the actual work.
Distracts you.
Distraction.
The energy too, bro. Because you should be focused solely on just being the best actor.
The one goal that was your home screen, or your what's it called?
Your password. The Dream NYC, fam, and we're going to New York on Friday.
So
6 years in the making, bro.
Clap for that here, man.
I appreciate you guys, man.
Guys, let's go through the whole thing. So
okay,
that was the first question, which is an amazing question. But I want to go
layered
back,
question.
Bro. I want to go all the way back, bro, man.
I could speak an hour just on that question,
bro.
Honestly,
for real, bro. It was a start as well. Matter of fact, that's not even a start. But anyway, let me leave it to you. Let me leave it to you,
bro. First things first, bro. What inspired you to even get into acting from the start, bro? What actually inspired you, bro? Because I think we want to know, bro. Because not everyone has the same purpose, right? But we understand the starting point of everyone's journey.
Yeah, true.
Talk to us, bro.
For me, it was very much. I knew I didn't want to do a regular 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with that. It just wasn't lined up with me. I had a lot of energy. I had a lot of, I don't know, just vim and energy that I needed to concentrate and put into something productive and something that I could actually elevate in. So I started off wanting to like be a musician, low key. I was doing a lot. My uncle used to be a musician for like 7 years. That's what he was really, really doing. My mum always listens to loads of big up mummy
and uncle as well.
And uncle, everyone. And so I was always surrounded by their music and like, you know, always my uncle loves films as well. So always watching films like at ages that I shouldn't be, you know, like I remember watching like Apocalypto and Blood Diamond at like year 2. So I was like 8.
Well, that's like 7 first.
Yeah,
you know
7
what I
or
mean?
8. Yeah. I remember coming into school the next day and I was talking to my boy about it and he also like watched bear stuff a bit earlier. I was like, bro, you seen that film with DiCaprio and all the diamonds and that? I'm like, this is crazy. He's like, yeah, man, it's nuts. It's nuts. I'm like, how are we watching this? But yeah, so I've always really had like a creative vibe and creative energies around me. So I kind of like dabbled with the singing stuff here and there.
Bro, how can I forget, fam?
Yeah.
He was a dope singer, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man.
What's that called? Triple threat.
Triple
You
threat,
can dance,
man.
sing. Can you dance?
I can catch wine.
Bro, you
Can't man.
four threat. You can catch wine, you can sing, you can dance, and you can direct, fam.
Yeah.
Quadruple
flex.
Thank you.
That's it, man. Come on, man.
man.
I appreciate
threat,
you.
mate.
It's interesting that you're talking about directing because I don't see myself as a director.
Okay.
I can do it, don't get me wrong. And I did do it and it was fun and we had an amazing team around me that all elevated and helped it. But interesting you say that.
Bro, never say never.
Never
man.
say never.
Never say never, bro. Never say never, man.
Stressful.
As you were saying, bro. So back to year 2.
Yeah.
You, your boy, I don't know why. We're just talking about this film.
watching these films and that.
Yeah.
And I think it's all these things that kind of just like stained me and made me into the person I am today. So, you know, watching stuff like that, just really being excited by just like what people can really do through this medium and like how they make other people feel. Because I'm the type of person I would say that I feel stuff, don't get me wrong, but I'm not really the most emotional person.
Okay.
But when it comes to watching films and that, like, I will feel so much and it will have me thinking for time.
Right.
And I'm like, this is bare powerful.
Yeah.
So like, I kind of want to do something into that because I consider myself as someone who's just like a bit like brushes a lot of stuff. Like it's minor, it's minor, it's minor.
But this made you feel
But
something.
this made me feel something. And I was like, we need to poke at that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and same with songs. That's why I did music and stuff like that. Did that, but then it just weren't really adapting. I wanted to go to Brit really to do music, and then I realized everyone there is like grade 7 guitar and like, can play piano blindfolded and stuff, and like you know, like so I was just very much like that's not really it for me. But acting was I always just excelled in it. It was something I think I stumbled on accidentally.
Bro, were you in Hairspray at secondary school, bro?
Do you know what's mad? I dropped out of that. You know why?
I thought you were in it.
Wait, why?
Why'd you drop out of
Because
it?
I wasn't a main part.
Okay.
My sister was in it, you know.
Is it?
She's one of the main parts.
Big up Nix, man.
Big up Nix, man.
I've always had that mentality. I remember from like year 7, year 8.
Oh, wow.
And I tried to do a thing, and then I was just like, nah, you lot just want me to be a sideman. Like I
What was
know
your
I got
role?
more. I can't remember, bro. I think I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do it. But yeah, but then I dabbled in athletics as well.
Yeah.
So I used to.
5 threat now.
Yeah. I didn't even know what the word for that one is.
Yeah, I did athletics, and I was doing that to quite a high level. I was training with Dina Asher Smith. She was my training partner at one stage.
Wow.
And big up you, Dina, because you're killing it right now.
Big up Deans.
It's mad to see how our journeys have like.
Big up
It's
Dina,
crazy.
Man. She went to
Yeah.
school with my sister too, fam.
No way, did she?
Yeah, they went to school together.
Insane, bro.
Yeah, fam. The
But-
sport's so connected, man.
It's too small.
But one person away from anyone.
Yeah, literally though.
Crazy,
Literally.
man.
But yeah, I remember my mum watched me at a show one day. I went and did One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay.
Do you guys remember Joe Costello? He was like a media teacher.
yeah.
One of the younger
Yes,
ones.
yeah. I
Yeah.
remember him. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was kind of like directing One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And I was always calm with him because I did film studies and stuff like that, was into kind of that stuff. And he called me one day, he was like, do you want to be a part of this? Like, it's a bunch of the sixth formers, you'll have a really juicy part. And I was like, yeah, finally, something that man can actually like get into.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then my mum saw me in that play, and she went to me, oh, you think you can sing, but you're 10 times better at acting.
Okay.
And I was like, rah. And I thought I was a bad boy singer.
Yeah.
Like genuine. So I was like, rah, okay,
You ain't
cool.
lied, to be fair.
Yeah,
you ain't
no.
lied, to be fair.
Thank you, bro. I was just very much like, rah, like,
Yeah.
that's not, I didn't expect to hear that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be with creative people and be, do stuff like that. So I think at this time, maybe I'd gotten in, was waiting to find out if I got into Brit because I think I found out in the summer.
Wait, hold up, was this back in year 11 times for you then?
Yeah, I was
Okay,
year
back in
11.
year 11, just to give some context.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Back to I was in year 11 when I really felt like I had a talent for it.
Okay.
And it just wasn't like a laugh and that because, drama classes, all the classes that people
Yeah.
just go to just chuck chairs at
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just, just run around and do madnesses.
Yeah. What about
So
slapstick?
yeah.
I remember
What's
slapstick comedy.
that?
Slapstick comedy.
You know,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, man.
Wait, so
Yeah.
you felt this like pull
Yeah.
towards the creative side of things, and you saw that in drama,
Yeah.
and then you went over there to do the singing thing.
So
But
I
your
didn't
mum
even. It was like, no, we're not even gonna bother
Oh, right.
applying for the music side because we knew that the level that people were coming at, and I just had a voice. Like I didn't play an instrument. I didn't do any of that. I hadn't even recorded my first track at that point or anything like
Yeah.
that. Like I hadn't done that. So it was like, okay, that's not really the safest option and the safest bet. And like, yeah, I'm not going sixth form because that's not what I wanted to do. So
remember,
yeah.
bro, that was a big thing, you know.
Mm,
Everyone's like,
mm,
oh, she's not coming back to sixth
Nah.
form. I remember that, bro.
Yeah.
You knew what you were doing from the start,
I
bro.
knew.
I remember we spoke about it, bro. I don't know how I remember this. I remember me and you spoke about one
Yeah.
time on the 194.
Crazy.
You walk in there, you said it, bro. I'm not going sixth form. I was like, what?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
yeah.
all I knew at the time, bro.
Yeah, of course.
You go secondary school, sixth
Then
form,
uni.
university. I go to Brit school.
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't know what Brit school was, fam.
Yeah, you know the
I
one.
was like, what's Brit school, fam?
I think one of the best decisions of my life. Best
Wow,
2 years of my
man.
life.
And your mum was backing it
My mum was back.
because she said you need to do that acting thing when she saw you there.
Yeah, because she saw, and she was just like, "You've got something here. You really, really got something here." And I still think, big up mums. She's always supported me, but I don't think she really knew what we were on until Small Lights came out.
That's a great question I want to ask you right there. Actually. You pivoted into it beautifully.
Oh yeah,
Beautifully.
How was it like for you, bro? Obviously, of African descent,
Uh-huh.
convincing mumsy
Yeah.
that your dream of acting was
Mm.
really, really applicable. It's not even for African, like in general. How's it like being from the background you come from, bro?
Yeah, man. I mean, us being brothers here, we all know what it's like.
Yeah.
You know, we all know the protective and the what we have to do to really survive in this world. So I think when I did tell my mum that, I think she was kind of like, raw, because I always went from one thing to another. You know, I remember one time I wanted to play drums, so I was like, yeah, mum, like, can I please play drums? In like year 4, did like 2 lessons, and I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I always like jump into things. But I remember telling my mum, and she was like, what do you mean you want to be an actor? Like, you don't even read. Like, I tell you to read books, you don't like to read books. And I was like, yeah, but I'll read scripts. Like, and she, you know, again, just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's it. Wait, hold on. So sorry. So what? So you read scripts, but not books.
Yeah.
Do you read books now?
no,
So you just scripts that you
just
read.
scripts.
Is it because it revolves around the fact that you will be acting it out?
Yeah, I what I love, and there, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's good books out there, but my attention span is just so like not really there.
Okay.
But with scripts, like, I can really see it, bro.
Okay.
Like, I can, because like, you break down a script: exterior, scene 111A, John's bedroom, dusk, 7:30.
Yeah.
Like, it's
setting the scene.
It's the whole scene is set, so man can see it, and especially when the dialogue it's not as condensed either. It's like, you know, it's very, very, you have some amazing monologues where people like speak for time, but more time it's usually Shakespeare thing. Shakespeare. Nah, I love Shakespeare. But I had to do a lot of Shakespeare to get into drama school.
Really?
Yeah.
We did Hamlet.
Oh, mad.
Yeah, we did Hamlet. We didn't act it though. We just
Yeah.
did English. I don't know why I said that.
Hamlet. That's it. I like Hamlet. I like Othello. I like Romeo and Juliet. I think Romeo and Juliet's I'm a bit like, you know, a bit of a lover boy. Can relate to it.
You say you're a bit of a lover boy.
A little small.
CLB, man.
Big up Drake. Raise up Jizzy.
Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Boxing
We'll
Day.
get to that, we'll get
Therefore
to
a
that.
lover boy. Yeah,
Yeah.
What, CLB? Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Come on. Are you a CLB, bro?
I'm not a CLB, man.
Oh, bro.
I am a CLB.
Yeah.
CLBM.
What's that?
Certified businessman.
Ooh. That's gonna stick.
I got the L though.
Yeah, well,
I don't know what the L is. I don't know what the L is.
But yeah, bro, and you're back to Bubsy, fam.
Yeah. So I think for me, what really proved it was just being consistent with it.
That's it.
Because I wasn't consistent with anything else.
Yeah.
But I knew as soon as I did this, I was like, this is life.
Yeah.
This is for life.
Set.
Like, and it was just so fun. What I love about it is everything's always changing. Like, it's never like you do athletics or you do music. Like, I was part of a choir for a bit, and you're doing the same runs, just perfecting your scales, just doing all that stuff. And I was like, this is dead. This is bare boring. Acting, though, the scene is always changing.
Yeah.
So it's like,
literally,
you can find new ways to do it all the time. And that's what just really, really attracted me to it.
Okay.
So yeah, mum was just like, all right, I just kept doing what I was doing. I'd be like, you might not see the vision in it, but man sees the vision, and that's fine. But I think she was just gassed that it was something that I actually like really wanted to do, and she was seeing things that I was actively doing to take steps forward, and she liked the fact I was good at it as well.
That's amazing, man.
So yeah,
that's really good. I mean, bro, how's that like? First of all, putting us, you say first of all you want to do the acting thing. Right? Now, our next question is, how's it like putting yourself out there, man? Because only one thing want to do it, bro, but another thing actually putting yourself out there. A lot of people are very scared to put themselves out there because they've got a vision in mind, but they don't know how to even start. So the question is to you, bro, how's it like putting yourself out there?
It's up and down, man. It's up and down, man. I'll be real. It's good fun, and it's good because, okay, let me reload. I feel like you're not really putting yourself out there. I feel like you're just taking steps that allow you to be seen in a broader scope by more people. So then when like I mean, I think if you mean like putting it out there by like doing professional work. Is that what you...
Let me start again. So how's that like putting yourself out there at the start?
At the start?
Yeah. What do you mean by putting yourself out?
So put yourself out there to like, I was going to gigs for acting.
Yeah, doing that.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like in that.
So yeah, that was. I was lucky because I went to Brit, and that's why I love Brit so much, because they gave me such a foundation, bro. Like such a foundation. I went into drama school with such a head start, and like I knew how to conduct a space. I knew how to hold myself. I knew how to interact and talk to different people.
Wait, so it goes from you went from year 11, to Brit school
For 2 years.
for sixth form essentially
Yeah.
or college.
Yeah,
And
sixth form,
after that, so instead of like drama school, how many years was that?
Gap year and then
Gap
drama
year,
school.
then
Gap
drama
year,
school.
then drama school.
Yeah.
How many years was drama
3
school?
years.
So it's like uni.
Uni.
Okay,
essentially.
okay.
But on steroids.
On steroids.
Yeah.
Proper
Steroids.
intense.
Intense. 9 till 9 days.
Eesh.
Yeah. I remember one time in our second year we did 7-day week. Yeah,
Straight?
straight. No break, nothing. Just working. But I feel at the start it was nerve wracking, bro. But I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew the steps I had to take to get there. So I found comfort in that. I also found comfort in just God, just being there and just being like, listen, like, you've got me.
Yeah.
So if it's not this, then it will be something else. But I know you got me.
I big up God, man. For real.
Big up him.
Inside,
You're seeing this right
outside,
now,
upstairs.
letting this happen.
You know what I'm
man,
saying?
Trust and believe, man.
Wait, did I
For
ever
real.
tell you that I actually went to an audition once?
No way.
Yeah. It was through Langley as well.
Okay.
I could have been an
Wait,
actor.
what?
Oh,
I could,
bro.
This is off script, guys.
I could have been sitting there. Do you remember Peter Pan when it got remade? There was like a young boy as Peter. Yeah. So they came to Langley, our school, and they
Wow.
said, "Oh yeah, who wants to audition?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll audition." I remember Gael was there. Who was there? Reese was there. I think Jordan did it as well. I did my audition. I didn't think anything of it, and then they got me the callback. You know about callbacks.
I know about callback.
And I went Central.
Big, you know.
And I was up there, and I was like, "Damn."
You
so
man
this
said he
guy's-
just got. Are we deep in this? He just
I
said he
got
got a callback
this is
for
my
Hook
first-
Hollywood film.
Yeah, this was my first ever thing.
Hey, bro, it's not too late, bro.
That is agent. You know what I mean?
Too
That's
late,
sick.
bro.
But
We
I
get
went
Asian,
up
bro.
there.
ASAP.
So I went up there.
What was
You
this?
did.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, this-
You
I
man
didn't
learned
know
it
this
I
was
know this guy
young,
well,
yeah.
fam. I didn't know this
You
at
didn't
all.
know this.
No, at all.
So
Wow.
yeah, went up there with my Marge. My mum was like, practice script. I was like, nah, that's fine. But when I got there, I was like, I should have practiced the script. And I got inside.
Bro, see why he loves the script so much now?
Yeah,
See why he loves
it
reading
makes
it
sense,
so
bro.
much?
I got upstairs, got into the room, said my lines. I was like, yeah, I did not say that the way I was supposed to. But yeah.
That's
I
alright,
didn't get a
though.
role, Of
Yeah.
course, like, otherwise I would have been in a movie. But it was a good experience. It was a good experience.
It
Obviously.
is nerve wracking though. It
Yeah.
is, and it's like you obviously want people to like you, especially
Yeah.
at the start. Like I think that's the main thing. That's something that I've been growing in. Is like I've always, I wouldn't.
And I got inside.
Bro, see why he loves the script so much now?
Yeah.
See why he loves
It
reading
makes
it so
sense.
much?
I got upstairs, got into the room, said my lines. I was like, yeah, I did not say that the way I was supposed to. But yeah.
That's
I
alright,
didn't get a
though.
role, Of
Yeah.
course, like, otherwise I would have been in a movie. But it was a good experience. It was a good experience.
It
obviously.
is nerve wracking though. It
Yeah.
is, and it's like you obviously want people to like you, especially
Yeah.
at the start. Like I think that's the main thing. That's something that I've been growing in. Is like I've always, I wouldn't say there's a side to me, especially when I was younger, that would people please a bit. I wanted to be, that guy,
It was all of us, bro.
and it was like, and it was, some of that. But obviously you get there now and you realize the reason you're here is because of you, like
Yeah.
not because of who you're trying to be.
Yeah.
So once I kind of like came more comfortable and, took time to really listen to who I am and, all that stuff, things really started to start blowing. But it was before that, when I was trying, like, okay, what type of actor do I want to be? How do I do this? Like, I remember one time I couldn't even do monologues properly, bro. Man's just there getting all nervous in front of my class, like,
Okay.
I remember getting so nervous doing showcase at Langley.
At Langley, yeah.
And I remember just being like year 7, I think I used to do it from. And I remember just being like shaking like that, leg tapping, like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
my goodness. Like I'm doing a Michael Jackson number as well. Like, oh, who do I think I am? Like all these things, like, nah, who do I
Wow,
think I am?
self-limiting beliefs.
Yeah, all that, man. But I went through it, and then I was lucky because I'd done all that before, so that when I got to drama school and when I did all this stuff, like all of that was set.
Yeah.
So that's why I think,
Foundation.
yeah, and I think that's why, going back to your prior question, why maybe things have kicked off for me
Yeah.
earlier than it has for others.
That makes
Because
sense.
that foundation was
That's a
all
great,
we were
great answer to the
building.
question, bro.
That makes
We were
big because
building.
you got to set them foundations first, and you were setting them. I
Yeah.
don't think you even realized how much you were setting them as well. All
No.
of those trials and tribulations, and even your journey here,
Yeah.
trials and tribulations, just setting the foundation
Yeah.
for a great, a great level up, a great level up, and you are the level up when you get to that place.
Yeah, word.
When you got to the drama school, so
Word.
there was people there that were experiencing things for the first time. When you were experiencing things for the 10th time, you're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
been there, done that,
You
kind of
literally-
thing.
I was just so like, oh, rah,
That's
we're
so
doing
good,
stuff like
man.
this, like, damn, no one told me about this. Like, I was all
Yeah.
thinking, there should be like a little section just for the Brit school lot.
Yeah.
Go and do that. But no, I mean, what's so good about drama school as well is that we do create a hub of working together and learning. And like, I feel like even if it's not benefiting you, seeing how it can benefit someone else, and seeing that process of what sticks with people, what doesn't stick with people, I think helps with then directing and stuff like that.
Yeah, true.
It's like you've got to be able to, because man could just have been at school and just been like, this is dead, fam, you lot are so dry, like what the hell? First year, that's not the case. Everyone's just taking their own time, and you're here for a reason. You're in drama school because you hold your own type, right? But I just really thought I was taking everything in, because I knew that things are going to serve me in the long run. Going back to the foundations, just building all that stuff, man, building all that stuff. But you come across trials and tribulations, bro. You come across racists, you come across sexists, homophobes, all sorts.
Ask you, bro. You're actually, bro. I think you got it in front of me.
Do you know what I'm saying? This guy's already ready.
He's ready
like a script.
He's ready, bro. Bro, I was gonna ask you. In fact, before I even say that, bro, you said such a good point right there, man. The times you're tapping your leg in Langley, the times you're going for all these auditions or all these showcases, right? It was really hard at first. But all that did there, and what you're doing right now, sharing that story, bro, is encouraging someone right now who's at a start of their journey right now, acting, seeing you on the screens, and thinking, "Right, you had it all so easy, bro."
Yeah, and their legs are shaking when they're doing their stuff, but then they're hearing this, and it's inspiring them.
So we just want to encourage everyone. All three of us want to encourage you right now.
Real, though.
Actors, not even actors only, creatives. Anyone wants to start something right now? Look at bro right now, from ends to Hollywood. He started off, man. Even though it wasn't easy at first, he stuck through it, persevered. And the fruits of the labor right here in front of us right now, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
You see what I'm saying, bro? But on to the next bit now, bro. Obviously, you said about the racist, homophobic, bro. How was it like for you navigating that, being a black male in the industry? Was it hard to get roles, or people look at you differently? Was there a lot of prejudice going on in interviews? Not interviews, in auditions. How was that like for you, Boski?
Yeah. So I'll be very, very real. My journey hasn't, like, I feel like the roles have come at the right time and been very, very, very specific.
Yeah, I hear that.
And because of all the content and all the hours and all the blood, sweat and tears that all our previous, like, big up Damson, big up Daniel Kaluuya, big up John, big up Sidney Poitier, big up Steve McQueen, big up all of the people that have been able to kick down.
Director of
Smaller, of course, yeah, Sir Steve McQueen now.
Oh, sir.
And you need to,
you know that one,
for like all these legends have been kicking down doors, so it is easier for me to come through. Yeah, it took 11 years to make Small Axe, to get Small Axe actually going. 11 years.
11.
What was the reason for that?
The things we've been talking about, bro.
Wow.
Being a black man, trying to put on a black story on the BBC or on these cameras, like, on, for everyone to see. It's not easy. So one, you've got to persuade people. You got to persuade the people with the money. You got to persuade the big BBC, all them people to be like, this will sell and this is what we want to do. Yeah. And also, like, the stories are all very, very intrinsic and, like, takes time to write stuff and stuff. Yeah. But,
and not just that as well. You have to have some serious persistence,
bro.
11 years. Some people don't do things for 11 minutes.
11
They'll give up after 11 seconds.
Yeah,
11 years.
11 years, bro. He is an absolute genius.
What's his name again?
Steve McQueen.
Sir Steve McQueen.
Sir.
To me and you is Brody, innit?
Stevie. Sorry, as you were saying, bro.
Yeah, it's he's an absolute genius, and I think he has a vision, and when he wants something, he makes it happen.
Bro, similar to yourself, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's why we obviously found, and we did, drew ourselves together.
Yeah.
But yeah, the roles were so specific, bro. So it's like, now there's more space now for us as black people to tell our stories, which is brilliant. And it wasn't like that before. That's why all the British actors were going off to America.
Right.
Do up America because it's bigger, and they have BET, they have all these black-owned Tyler Perry studios. They have all these things that's black.
Yeah, I was going to say
crazy, innit? Like that. Actually, they're making stuff for their people and their community, and it's so good now that everybody wants in. So yeah, it's just I'm a big fan of Daniel Kaluuya. Like, that guy is just like someone that really inspires me, and to see how he's gone through stuff and be able to navigate his journey and to be at such a and he's only 33 and he's won an Oscar.
Wow.
Like,
wow,
he's only 33.
And even Damson's
30, I think.
Was he Snowfall?
Yeah,
bro. The amount I watched 2 seasons of that, and I heard this brother on TikTok.
Oh yeah,
English.
Oh bro,
I said, what? This guy's from here.
Yeah.
He's from Ends.
He's from Ends, Peckham.
Peckham.
Yeah, Peckham boy. Yeah,
Peckham. Of all places. Brothers from down the road. And
he's mad. And now he's outside.
I thought he lived outside. I thought that's where he was from. And he was doing a proper, very, very good. I was very impressed.
It's the craft, bro. When you love it and you just put your mind to something and you're persistent with it, you just got to hone that skill.
So essentially, basically they paved the way. Essentially,
they paved the way. And don't get me wrong, it ain't been easy. That we still go through our trials and tribulations and our face, things that bother us. Yeah. I remember one audition experience I had, and it was like the second audition, my second or first audition, and I've gone into.
What for? Sorry.
It was this thing called it was a new Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Yeah,
I remember that one.
But the new one. Do you see that?
I don't know the new one.
Yeah.
So they did a remake of it.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I remember walking into this thing, and I'm all a bit nervous. The first one, I even thought, let me get a coffee. Let me try and be the adult, do all that adult stuff. So I'm sat there, got my coffee there early, in fact. And then I get there, walking in, and the lady's just bare, just average, just like whatever. Oh, she even ran late, and she was like, so actors listening to this will laugh at this story. I'll give you guys more context. Yeah. But it's like, so she's just there, like, oh yeah, okay. Sheyi looks at me, oh, black boy, okay.
You said that?
No, but you can see, like, and then she's like, oh, look, like, okay. Yeah. So where are you from? Identity? Like, is that what you do? And Identity is basically, it's an acting school where John trained, Letitia trained, Damson, they did all their stuff. But Femi Ugans, who set it up, it's for predominantly black actors. Okay. So obviously her initial stereotype is, if he's here, he's only got to be part of Identity. So even her mind, not even thinking that like the big Curtis Browns or the big artist partnerships and independents couldn't have like good young black talent. It was just like dumb, like, So I remember walking in and I was like, yeah, you're an op already. Already. So I'm sat here and the energy's off, and I remember fluffing my lines. I was all like, I was upset about it, and she just looked at me and she was just like, I don't think you're ready for this. Like, maybe you should just, and I was like, I was like, can you just, I'm gonna go to the toilet, I'll come back, please. Yeah. I remember going to the toilet, just slapping myself and being like, you got this, like, come on, bro, come on. Went back in, did the thing, didn't get it, wasn't planning to get it, but look at God, because I recently got a job that she was actually casting in, and we actually said no. So
to her.
Okay, see how the table them turn.
Which is mad, isn't it? But yeah, bro, it's not easy, man. It's not easy, but we have to have our people that are there to ground us, and there that we can come out of all of the industry and all of the racism and all the isms and schisms, and just be with our people that we really like, trust, love, and ground us, man. Because it can get very conflicting and very blurry.
Most definitely, man. Yeah, most definitely. Well, bro, do you know what? What I want to do next year, I want to go through the whole journey, bro. Yeah. So obviously, first things first. So obviously, Brit school first. So everyone following, Brit school. Make sure I got this right myself. Brit school, gap year.
Yes.
Steroided university.
Yeah.
And then Small Acts.
And then Small Acts in my second year of drama school.
Oh, right, okay.
So,
that's why you said you could do both.
That's why I was like, I can do both.
Okay.
I remember getting the audition. My agent called me just coming out of a movement lesson, and the first
what's a movement lesson?
A movement lesson.
Just for my curiosity.
It's a weird lesson.
Yeah.
You're all dressed up in all blacks because they want you to be neutral and all that, no jewelry, all of that, and you're just basically getting in touch with your body and like loosening up your joint, doing all these things, breath work, kind of seeing how you can approach acting but through a physical way, in a physical manner.
Okay.
So we do stuff like animal studies as well.
Oh, right.
So it'll be like, oh, rah. So it'll be like, okay, this character, you read the script, you'll be like, what animal does this potentially remind me of? Like, I don't know, let's say an African hunting dog. There's something about the dog, like his openness and that I can. So then you study an animal for a bit, and you're like, oh, cool, go zoo. You'll be like, all right, this movement
you
here,
like physically go to.
Yeah. We went London Zoo. We did all that, and like, watched all that. And then you'd be like, oh, rah, there's openness about a dog, and like the lightness this dog has that I think I can adopt to a character.
What?
So then like the way man will speak now, instead of being like, maybe as I'm a person, I'm just be like, like I spare mumble my voice and mumble doing all that stuff. But then I'll look, but African underdog, no, there's a lightness there. So then my voice, naturally, I'll be like, rah, okay, let me just be a bit more chirpy. Let me see how that can influence the way I say my lines, and like just like I'm doing now, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of being like the normal closed off person that I could be, just a bit more like, yeah, man's good. Be like, no, dogs are always like, they're looking for the next thing. So then it's like, so that's how you build character. So it's just like another way that you can build a character.
Yeah, dope.
It's funny you say that, because the way you speak is very important. Even just in general, outside acting, the way you present yourself, the way you project your voice is actually so important. Yeah. Like if you talk like this, like, what are you saying, bro? Like, how you doing today? You good, yeah? Bro, like, how you doing? Eye contact. All these are so important. All this, what do they call it?
Body language.
Body language, also non-verbal communication.
Yeah.
These things are all so important, man.
Yeah.
So that's really dope, man. And and that's the thing. People will never know what you went through to get to where you are now. Like, I would never know you went to movement classes, but now
we did all that stuff, man. Being in, expose myself here. Being in like tight leggings and all that stuff. Like, it's just, and you're just in this room like bare, like raw, man. Like, it's 8 a.m. on like, it's bare cold. It's getting paid off, man. It paid off.
And hunting dogs.
It paid off. So as I was saying, Small Axe, bro.
Yeah.
From what I understand, Small Axe, obviously, big up Sir Stephen.
Yes.
On BBC.
Yes.
Essentially, I know it's all about West Indies and basically helping people and understand the whole struggle of growing up, coming to the UK from West Indian background, bro. Obviously, this is very timely because yesterday now was Carnival. Big up all the West Indians inside. First things first, bro. I know you're acting Alex Wheatle.
Yeah.
Is his name. First question: how was it like learning? Because you obviously come from a Nigerian Salone descent, right? How was it like learning more about the West Indian culture, bro?
Yeah, fun.
Yeah.
I've got bare West Indian friends, innit? So it was easy for me to kind of like connect to that. That's one thing I was saying, because I remember with Small Axe originally, Steve wanted people that are originally from the Caribbean.
All right.
So it was only like myself, John, who's Nigerian, and Elliot's Ghanaian, I think. But I think there was barely any of us that weren't from that culture. But it was easy, bro. Like I love it. I love the music. I love the people. I love the food. And it's something that I actually really wanted to do. So yeah, man, we'll just listen to bare music, do loads of research, talk to Alex himself, who we actually grew up in Shirley.
What?
Which
Really?
was mad. This is what I say, like the jobs were so specific, bro. Local, round the corner. Like places he was playing before man was even born. I was having conversations about, I was just there last week.
Wow.
Like, wow, you're there? I was like, I'm definitely the person to play this story. Like there's just no one
bro,
else.
That's ordained, bro. That's saying the stars, bro.
It's written.
Wow. So it was based in Croydon.
Yep, Shirley Oaks.
What?
Shirley Oaks.
That's
where he's one of his foster homes, maybe the first one.
It's crazy, bro, man. Question actually, because Small Axe too, some big actors there too. Big up Michael.
Big up Michael.
I say Michael as I know it fair, but big up Michael. We'll know each other in future.
No, I'll text him the podcast.
Yeah, but text the podcast. Big up Michael. Indeed. But yeah, bro, as I was saying, how's it like imposter syndrome in front of these people who you've seen on screen beforehand, bro?
Yeah.
How's it like seeing them face to face like, yo, bro?
That's a very good question. That's a very good question.
Mad. I'm not really one to get starstruck,
Okay.
or anything like that. The only people that I feel can really make me get starstruck are footballers. Like
that's so
footballers
funny.
specifically.
Footballers.
Really?
Bro, there's something about footballers, bro.
No
like,
way.
Man will actually start shaking in that. Like,
What?
Really?
Give us an example of someone you met, you start shaking.
Jose Mourinho, bro.
What?
I remember.
Oh, no, that's fair enough.
I was out in Rome.
Legendary.
Oh yeah.
I was out in Rome and I bumped into him on a Lime scooter. But he's casually just bopping through the center of Rome.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, that's Jose. He's like, nah. And I said, Jose, I was being so weird about it as well.
Yeah.
So weird about it. I was like watching him a bit and I was like, even the way he's walking, no, that's him. And I follow him a little bit.
You followed him?
Bro. And I went like this.
That's it.
And I was literally like,
Big actor, you're not. Big actor just followed,
I had
man.
to, fam. I was like, this is Jose Mourinho.
Yeah.
And I even whispered it because I didn't want to be like, Jose, innit? So then everyone's like, wait, Jose Mourinho? No.
Yeah,
I was like, Jose. And I saw him like, he's walking, but I saw him like kind of like stutter in his walk, There was something, and I was like, oh my goodness, he actually responded that's actually him. There's no way he would just have kind of like his walk changed, fam. So I literally went, Jose, no, please. And he turned around and he was like, shh. I was like, I'm wearing a Chelsea kit. Let's do it, like, please. Which was so mad because I was wearing a Chelsea top as well.
What?
That's why I was like, my emotions were going through the roof, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chalobah, I was on FaceTime to Trevor Chalobah not too long ago.
Big up Trevor Chalobah. Yeah.
Big up him.
Man.
Hope you
For
recover
real.
from your injury as well, bro.
Yes, indeed.
I like him a lot, man.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
First time.
Good focus man too, man.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
him a lot, man. Don't support Chelsea at all. Don't like him, to be honest. But I like him. I don't support Chelsea, bro. I'm a gunner,
Love
man.
my boys. But yeah, I remember and this was the first time I'd interacted with him or whatever. And my boy was with him, so he was like, bro, chat to him. I was
So the FaceTime, that makes sense.
FaceTime.
Right, yeah.
And then honestly, I was like, oh my goodness, I was like trying not to cry up, tear up, bro. I was
wow.
Genuinely, just footballers.
Wow.
But it's sick being in spaces. Like I remember I met Michael before he booked Top Boy. So he actually told
Michael.
Yeah. Before, and we were at his aunt's restaurant and that, and we had chats talking, and there was something about him. He was beaming. He always is beaming, bare energy. I was like, bro, like you're bare happy.
Yeah.
Like not many people are bare happy like this. Like what's happening? Like what's happening? And he was like, oh man, can't really say too tough. Like, And then I was like looking at him, I was like, you've booked a job. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Yeah.
And it's not no meaty job either. Like, I like, it's a serious job.
Yeah.
So I'm like, praying, man. Like, and this is the first time I met him as well. But like, I was just praying, man, eating food. It's like, no, I was like, man, then let's talk. What have we all just went up for? That's live. Like, and we were like, it's Top Boy. He's like, you booked Top Boy. He's like, yeah, fam, man, I can't even talk to you. I was like, no way, just getting gas. He was like, getting gas.
I was getting gas for him too. I wasn't even there.
It's just the way you say that. Yeah, he's like, I can't really speak too much. I was like, you booked Top Boy, and he just went. I was like, oh, shame. Like, and then the woman behind us, like, she was hearing our conversation. She's like, I don't know what you guys are doing, but whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I reckon, I wonder if she's the recognised Michael now, and like,
Most likely.
Wow.
But yeah, but I've always kind of like, for me, I think I felt really nervous when I worked with Donald. That was like, and like Lakeith and Zazie and all them in Atlanta. You know, I feel like because they're like American and that's something. But in terms of British actors, it's all love, but it's very much like I always felt I was gonna be here.
Okay.
So when I saw these people,
Yeah,
I felt like
yeah.
I belonged here, and I was like, I might be one of the youngest here, but I know my talent carries me, and you know, like, let's just work and chop it up.
Yeah.
None of this weird ego stuff.
You know what's
so it
funny,
felt
bro,
really pure.
because even from all the way from back in primary school, bro, man, you always had like this kind of larger than life character, you know,
Really?
in a good sense, as in like you weren't destined for like just mediocre lives. There's a few people in our school who I can remember. This is primary school now. Who I can remember like they're gonna go places. Two of them, you and Nee, fam.
Yeah.
You're in Hollywood now. Nee had like opened up for Burna Boy. So I don't miss when it comes to what I see. People.
I said I don't miss.
But yeah, you
What do you
guys.
see for Purpose Led?
I see some big things for us. I see big things.
I see
good
big
stuff.
things. I see big things.
Thank you, bro.
For
Man.
real,
Just to
for
start the
real.
journey, but bro, similar to what you're saying too, and that's why we even want to get you in the podcast, bro, because you were at that point where you're going through the trenches, doing all this movement stuff, going to London zoos,
Fam,
Now look
working
at you
in
now.
pubs.
going pubs, and I will just we'll that's how I
12
journey too.
hours. Yeah, literally.
1 year in, first event.
Yeah.
Next one coming up next month.
Just released tickets today as well.
Come
yeah,
on.
guys.
Early Birds probably is already sold. I think it's already sold. I think I just
What, next month? You got what event? What
yeah.
type of event is it? It's
So-
more networking event.
live podcast and
Live
networking
podcast.
as well.
Sick.
So
Bro, it's
live
gonna be
podcast,
similar
In front
to
of
what
an
we did
audience,
last time.
yeah?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Same way as last time. Gonna be in front of a smaller group of people because we actually
Okay.
want to speak to people this time.
Yeah.
Last time we didn't even get to speak to people too tough.
Yeah.
So we want to have an intimate kind of, you know what I'm saying, not even dinner because it was going to be a dinner, but like an intimate kind of event.
Okay.
Speak to people, do the food, do the
Yeah.
drinks, do the live podcast. It's going to be a vibe, man. trust me.
Amazing.
Bro,
Obviously, I know you're
Amazing.
probably
I'll be away. I wish I was.
NYC.
Yeah.
man.
You
Yeah,
said
man.
next month. I'm
Yeah.
going till December, but
Damn.
there's gonna be more, bro. This is just the
Oh,
beginning.
yeah,
honestly,
This is just the
100%.
beginning.
Bro, live podcast, dilemma section 2, like Kelly and Nelly rolling.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
yeah.
Q&A.
Oh
I
wow.
was there, obviously networking, as bro said, man. Food too.
Oh, wait, let's do an ad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here. So, yeah, we got an event coming up.
Yep.
It's going to be on the 25th of September. Feel free to roll through. Matter of fact, roll through. Not even a feel free. Roll through.
Yeah, roll through.
You're going to want to
Be
be
there.
there if you missed the last one. And
Yeah,
even if
the
you
man.
did come to the last one. You said be there?
Be there or be square, bro.
Be there will be, matter of fact, be there will be triangle. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah,
be
bro.
there. Come
Yeah,
on.
be there, 100%, man. By the way, back to the episode. Bow. So, small
led,
acts.
Come on.
Yeah, small acts. Yeah, purpose led to the world and back, man.
To the world.
It's
and
crazy,
back.
actually. Even before we go back to the actual episode, right? I turned around, yeah. I don't know why I did it. I turned around, I said, purpose led to the world and back.
Yeah.
I started saying it, and the whole place just like everyone started saying it back to us.
He was like, purpose led.
The world and back. And me and John looked at each other. We're like, damn.
Serious.
It's
Sticking,
start, man.
It's sticking, bro.
Just
Yeah,
sticking,
man.
bro, man.
Sticking. I'm
Yeah,
proud
man.
of you, man.
Thank you, bro.
man. But bro, it's only the start, man. How to stay humble, how to stay hungry, keep on going, man. Similar to yourself,
Humble and
bro.
hungry.
I'm sure after small acts too, you're hungry, you're humble, but also
Yeah.
you knew there's more to go.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
with us too, bro, man.
Yeah.
We know we're hungry, we're humble, but there's still more to go, man.
Bro, this is a great starting point,
Mhm.
a brilliant starting point, and like as you guys grow, this will grow naturally.
Yeah.
So I think you ain't got nothing to worry about. Like
Yeah.
wherever you want to take this, you can take it to heights on heights. As we were saying before, we're all like one person away from pretty much everyone now. Do you know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
how mad
Like,
that is.
like it's mad.
It's
It just takes
crazy.
what like, and someone's gonna see this, bro.
Yeah.
Like someone, and people are already seeing it. But you know, like when you lot have your Jimmy Fallon, your equivalent, and you're like there, and you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be mad.
Yeah.
I mean, nuts.
It's gonna be nuts, like a proper talk show. Like, bro,
I would love to do a talk show, bro. Would you?
That'd be dope.
I think you could do it, fam. You lot are
Yeah.
good hosts, bro. Like
Thank you,
talk
bro.
show thing, funny, good vibes,
Same,
energies, like, yeah.
Easy.
Put it
man.
there.
That'd be really
Something
dope,
to work
man.
toward, didn't it?
Yes,
100%,
something
man.
to
I'm about
work
to make it to my lock screen saver.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, yeah. So how did you actually do that with your
So-
lock screen?
For instance, I can't even do this without showing you my password.
Yeah.
But so you can change your on your ting, and
Yeah.
like just a normal flipping whatever. you can turn it to words.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yes.
I just literally, every time I unlock man's phone, it will be like a keyboard with like, instead of like the numbers, just like normal keyboard. So I used to type in the Dream NYC. Now it's different. Now it's something else.
Oh yeah, of course.
Don't even say it, bro. Don't even say it.
So wait, hold on. So you set your password to the Dream NYC before, and you're flying out to New York on Friday.
Yeah. 6 years ago, man, did it.
What?
Wow.
On the iPhone.
Has it been like that for the last 6 years, or you changed
Wait,
it?
on iPhone what?
iPhone 4S.
Yes.
White iPhone 4S.
Old school, classic.
Old school.
Classic enough.
Yeah, my mum's old
Relics.
thing. I remember that.
Wow,
And
big
yeah,
up
man, I
once
had
again.
it there. I didn't think I had it there for, bro, years.
Yeah.
Years.
Question: why NYC? Why not LA?
Good point.
I
Good
feel like
question.
LA just felt a bit too superficial.
Everything
It
fake.
just felt bare fake.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
felt with NYC. It was close to. It's like similar to London.
Yeah, people say
And
that.
bro, it's like I. This is what I say. NYC is. It's literally Shoreditch, but everywhere.
Oh,
That's
Like
dope.
everywhere.
I love a little bit of
Shoreditch is dope.
Shoreditch.
Yeah.
Shoreditch is dope too,
Yeah.
man.
In terms of like, obviously you got bars, amazing restaurants, but in terms of individuality and people you see, like people from New York, fam, they carry themselves different. Like when people say, "Oh yeah, America's not a real place," like no wonder until you go there and see it live in the flesh. You're just like, "Oh, that's stage, that's this." That people can't really be like this. No, them man have energies, different energies.
You know what's actually interesting? Just backtracking a whole lot now. You asked a question about how did what made Sheyi stand out
Yeah.
from in his acting thing. It's actually interesting you said that, right? Because I went to LA a couple years ago right now, and bro, it's actually heartbreaking. All the waitresses, the waiters, all actors. Want to be actors. I'm like, oh, so what do you do then? So obviously I'm doing waitress stuff, trying to fund the dream.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn. Next restaurant I go to,
it's like that,
just a
bro.
waiter, trying to fund the dream.
Everyone there. It's like a hub of models, actors,
Yeah.
directors, producers, like anyone that is surrounded industry or want to be in the industry is that's the place to go because it's Hollywood and they've got like all the studios there and stuff. But in terms of actually meeting real people, I always just felt there's something about New York. There's real people there, like people that are just doing, people working 9 to 5, people that are doing different things, like working at their craft, I don't know, like electrician or whatever they're doing, things that people need to keep this world going. But like not just people that just want to be at the, top of the pyramid and just like for the wrong reasons as well. There's a lot more. So that's why I was like, New York, New York, like, something cool about it. Yeah.
I like that, man. Obviously, it's a boxing day now. Oh, no, sorry. Small Axe.
Yeah.
Now Boxing Day, bro.
Yeah.
Talk
Lover
to us
boy.
about- Lover boy.
Certified lover boy.
Talk to us about that, bro.
Boxing Day.
3rd December last year.
Boxing Day
Release
was
date.
lit.
Yeah, man.
Boxing Day was one of those things that we could go on set and just vibes.
Yeah.
Vibes. Like Amel would just play music. He'll walk around playing music, getting everyone lit. Obviously, you got to meet and work with Leanne. Big up her.
Yeah,
dope.
The most lovely, warm, like tender person ever.
Big up Leanne, man, 10 times.
Big
So
her up.
Easy Mills there too.
Easy, like just bare people. But it was just like one of those places where I feel like we actually created a vibe within, and it was like lifting everyone up. Lifting everyone up. It was good.
I could you could actually see that on screen as well.
Yeah.
Like I could tell that like these people are actually like vibesy, like they're vibesy people.
Yeah.
Obviously I can just say that easy, but I'm not gonna come on here and lie. Like I could actually
No,
see
straight
that.
facts. I remember when we filmed the Clarks when we're all like getting lit in
The Clarks one, everyone
and we were just
dancing.
playing it. I think we played it for like half hour, just like letting it run,
Yeah.
getting everyone gassed. Like we were actually gassed. Like that weren't fake. Like
Okay.
we were actually that lit, and that's what was like. And it was so organic as well. It wasn't like, okay, can you just stand there, do that, maybe move your leg on this line.
But everyone was
Like,
just dancing.
No, everyone was just dancing and
Yeah,
getting
even
lit.
the uncles and that.
Yeah, but
Yeah, look, I think you ran and saw. I can't remember what happened there, but
I think
it's the magic of cinema kind of
it's the
situation.
magic of the movies, bro. It's the magic of the movies.
That's
We
what
were
the PR arts are.
we were getting dealt with though. I'll be
Yeah,
real,
you
like,
were getting-
we were getting. Samson was mashing us up.
For real.
Was it slapstick? Obviously, it's slapstick, right?
You're not gonna bash him
Well,
up. Real life.
nah, yeah. It's like it's interesting you say that though.
Oh,
but
go on.
like with Small Axe, some of that stuff was intense, bro. Like,
Oh, wow.
like cuts, bruises, scratches.
Oh, real
like,
life.
real life outside.
I said
Oh,
like
wow.
real.
Yeah, I remember like obviously there's a riot scene where we've all got the what do you call it? The feds have all come and that,
right.
and like we're fully charging. Like I was booting down officers.
Deep in character
Like
right
and
now.
because you're in it,
Yeah.
and you know, like Steve will say what he needs to say to get you into the mode. You can feel everyone's energy as well. Like we're not just doing this for us. Like we're doing this to show a true representation of what
bigger
this
than
was
you.
like.
It's bigger than you.
So we have to look after our bodies and the minds and stuff, but it is bigger than us. And it was like, cool, so let me get myself to that place. And yeah, man was fly kicking officers and stuntmen and doing all the madness, dragging drapes in like outside, But Boxing Day was so chill.
Is it a thing when you get into like a zone?
Yeah.
Like when you're acting, like, okay, now I'm this character.
Yeah. You gotta like there's even people that do it. Sorry, excuse my voice, people. Carnival was yesterday and before.
Big up Carnival, man. Big up everyone from the West Indian community. West Indian community, man.
We really shut it down.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, going back. Wait, where were we? Boxing Day.
Boxing Day.
Yeah, Boxing Day. Now to getting in the zone.
Getting into the zone. Yeah, man. You can like. That's why there's people like they have drama therapy. People that actually come on set to be like to help you get ways out of your character, because some people can really like. We've had some tragic stories and heard some stuff about Heath Ledger.
Yeah, that's
that people get.
Joker.
Batman. Joker.
And you get really obsessed with this role, and it's hard to bring yourself back and separate yourself.
Would you would you not want to do some type of like certain types of roles, or that's something you could do with regardless?
No, I think there's without risk there's no reward in it. So I'm very aware that there are certain roles that might require a bit more of me mentally and physically, but I don't really like doing just like shows for like. I would love to do a sitcom. I do love Modern Family and things like that, but sometimes I watch certain sitcoms and I'm like, okay, we're on season 9 now, and then you can just see the actors are just here because they're getting a meal episode and the gags are kind of dry now.
You can tell.
Yeah, I can definitely see. I'm like, you guys, like, compared to how you lot were in season 1, 2, and 3, now it's so different.
It's played out. It's just the same stuff.
Exactly.
What we say, Sheyi Cole X Power.
I would not be on Power.
Oh, is it?
Nah, I don't think I'll be on Power.
I like Power,
I like Power too.
Yeah.
Look at Kanan and then thing.
Yeah, man.
I like what I do. I tell you what I do like. What 50's been doing with Young Meech. BMF. You lot seen BMF?
Yeah. I know
much
something
prefer
about
BMF to Power.
something family.
BMF is cold. Was that
Black
Mafia Family?
Black Mafia Family. That's
It's
it.
cold. Like Little Meech, he plays big. Like Little Meech is Big Meech's son.
Yeah.
In real life. So they actually got Little Meech to come play that character, do that. I love that. That's more my team.
So wait, as we were saying, back on track now.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know you speak athlete, bro. Let's get back on track now.
Yes.
So obviously, small lax now. We spoke about that, the highs, the lows of that. Boxing Day.
Yeah.
We spoke about. Bro asked the questions there.
Yeah.
Now next one here, if I'm not mistaken, is The Beautiful Game.
Beautiful game.
Beautiful game, man. I know you're out there in Rome, which is probably where you met Jose Mourinho.
Come
on. I'm assuming, right? How's it like out there, bro? I know you're with Michael again, innit?
You
guys have been following each other, man.
Yeah, it's
Michael,
weird.
man.
You might be following each other.
Big up Max. We have to get him on here.
Yeah,
I think we can do that. I've said it now, so Michael, don't embarrass me.
Yeah, Michael, come on, man.
But no, man. For real, it was an absolute movie, bro. Like, we went out and we shut that place down. Like, we did good work, we had good fun, we met good people. Like, it was just everything that I kind of dreamed of.
Wow.
In a way. And what was so good, we were all a young cast as well.
Yeah, everyone looked bare young.
Yeah.
Like early 20s.
Yeah, man. So big up Michael, big up Rob, big up Kit, big up Callum, big up all the guys, big up Tom, like big up all that. Without saying too much before I get an email when it comes out, it is a film about homeless football. So basically we're homeless people, and it's a real organisation, the Homeless World Cup.
Wow.
And annually they have a scheme where they get people off the streets to be to find more of a focus, and their focus is sport, playing football.
Wow, that's really dope.
So yeah, bro, it's sick. You do training sessions each week. They really find you a way and a path and an in to hopefully getting your life back on track or to where you would like to. So it was incredible, bro. And like there were so many different like teams. We had like obviously Italy there, South African team. We had Brazilian team, like just so many different people. The colours, it was vibrant, bro.
Them man are football.
Yeah, like, and them man can kick ball.
They can kick
like futsal style as well.
Wow.
They're like yeah.
Wow.
Like yeah.
So were actors all around the world there? Like was just all you guys?
Yeah, we had we had actors from Japan.
Wow.
It was just in there was so funny. A bit older than us.
Yeah.
But that's what made it so funny, because they're like kicking ball and like they're in their like 60s, and it's just
wow.
Like, yeah.
A bit older than us.
No, they're old.
Are these like are these actors or are these actually like
actors?
Okay.
Well, not all of them were actors.
Okay.
Like a majority of the people that actually shot that we shot with, they weren't actors. They were just people that had either been part of the Homeless World Cup prior or work within the organisation, because they didn't really have the maddest of speaking lines. So people that had more speaking lines had been actors, but we got people that were actually part of the organisation.
So speaking lines means ability to speak English?
No. As in like actually speak.
Like got given
lines to speak.
Oh right,
Yeah.
Okay. So some people in the background.
Yeah, so it'll be more. So they'll be like playing football because of it's a tournament. So obviously, like we're capturing the tournament play out, not just focused on the England team, but all the other teams. So to fill that and to show the cut that we just play football. So like we just go roam. Like I remember we had like a training camp where we were just kicking ball for 2 weeks out in Rome.
Like Tammy Abraham, out here
Fam, outside, bro, outside, like.
It's like Tammy Abraham, man.
Outside, bro, and it's just like, yeah, come back to Chelsea, man. We need you.
You actually do still.
We need you. But yeah, man, and like we were just literally kicking ball, and it was just really fun, and it was just one of those light jobs that it didn't really require much, I would say, mentally for us to really go in and take it there. But it's something that I think all family and friends and people will want to watch, because that's one thing I love about football. It's such a universal language, man.
Honestly,
like you don't have to speak English for us to get the same feeling and the vibe.
Precisely.
I think that was one of my favorite jobs.
When is it out? Then you said it's not. You say you can't say too much. Is it?
It's not. I don't even know. That's the thing. It's in Netflix's hand as well. So they choose to.
Now above us now.
Yeah, it's above us.
Now, but something which isn't above us is Atlanta.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that, bro. I saw that. Yeah.
Still gets some gas.
This guy's clear, man.
This
guy's clear.
Wait, bro. In fact, that's a good point, bro. Do you feel like you're? That's such a silly question.
I know you don't feel like you're clear.
Yeah, no,
you already
don't.
said this.
You don't feel like you're clear at all.
I feel I'm not. I don't know what that means, innit? Like, but bear man say, yeah, man's clear, man's clear.
It doesn't really mean
Yeah, it's just like clear of what?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm not
question, actually.
Yeah, what does that
clear.
mean?
Yeah, like, because I feel like, and this is one thing that Daniel Kaluuya said when and this was years before I even got to meet him, and me and Nee, big up Nee, doing his thing also. Should also get him on here.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, like. And I remember him sat there, and I remember seeing him, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I don't look at myself as clear. Like, I just look at myself as I've just now been able to go into a different space." And he was just like, "Yeah, okay, now I'm in Hollywood, but that's just a different space. More people are gonna see my stuff, and there's just more. But I don't look at it as like, yeah, I'm ahead or like above all you. Like, you look at you, sorry people, or anything like that. Like, because what are we clear of?
That's a good. So that's how they were reacting to. You see your big brother in Boxing Day.
Yeah.
That's how they reacting to him.
Yeah.
They're like,
Mr.
this
Hollywood.
Mr. Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? This guy's
yeah.
clear. Like, he's coming back. Like, why are you coming back here? Like, you're
Yeah.
clear. You're out in Hollywood. Like, what's the vibe?
It's not. It's like, it's lit.
Like, there's a separation between them and the person who's quote unquote clear.
Exactly. I feel that they just feel, but nah, it's just that we do, because I could say, you man are clear. Like, you're earning money, you'll start your grad job on Thursday. Like, yeah, you're not where you were anymore. You've now gone to a different level. But yeah, nah, you ain't clear. I don't know what clear means.
Bro, I feel a very important point we can say about that, all this clear stuff, really and truly, just be humble, man. Because at the end of the day, as we said beforehand, the same way you came up, you can go down.
Yeah,
Be humble, enjoy the journey, and just enjoy the ride. But most importantly, never ever feel about anyone else. And I think that's what you're doing so well, bro. Like, bro, the credentials, which you said beforehand, the BAFTAs, all that stuff there, bro. Speaking to you, bro, no one will know that, bro, because you're just very humble about it, bro. Same with us too, bro. Obviously, we have done the same thing you've done, but end of the day, bro, who are we to be so gassed about what we've done, bro? You know?
I think the journey is forever moving, innit? And the journey's never ending.
Come on,
so when people start getting like, man's here, like, and this is, when they start getting ahead of themselves, it's so easy. Soon life will just slap you in the face, and you're back to where you didn't think you would be. And then you'll just be like, right, okay, what went wrong?
What went wrong?
I think everyone around you could tell you what went wrong, But like, more time, I think we just have to ground ourselves, bro. Especially in this industry, like the same way you can go up so quick, you will go down quicker. Because think how long, it takes people to build up credentials to get to Hollywood, quote unquote. You do one bad Hollywood film, you're straight back down.
They say, it's not the same analogy, right? But what people say is this, right? You gain trust in droplets, right? But you lose it in buckets.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
I'll say that again. You gain trust in droplets, but you lose it in buckets. Same thing we said here about acting. Same thing you said about anything you do. You gain trust. You're doing people like you're doing, people like you're acting, people like our podcast. You want madness, and it's all gone, man.
That's fact.
And that's the lane you're in. And we have to accept that. We have to move accordingly, move correctly, and be humble. Also gonna say to you, actually, do you reckon being around people who like Daniel, Michael's, helped you stay humble, stay grounded? Because you know these people here are doing amazing things already. I want to get to that level even more.
Definitely, man. Definitely, man. It's like I see someone at the top, like Daniel's doing his thing, and even the other day when we were saying, "Oh, like you're clear, bro, you've done your thing," he was just like, "No," he's like, "No, nah, like I just feel like I've got bare more work to do." And it's like when people that you aspire to have that same mindset and that drive, and they're still here, and then you meet them and actually chill with them, and you're like, "Rah, you're not being someone else. You're actually being yourself, unapologetically." That's what man has to that's what I love to hold on to, because I look at him and I see, "Rah, 33." You've already won an Oscar.
That's crazy. That's the pinnacle, isn't it?
Like you've already.
Daniel, man. Clap for that stuff here.
He's from Enzalai.
Yeah, he's from Camden. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, North Camden.
I think
North,
London
definitely
sides.
North.
Yeah, pick up yourself, man.
But let's go back to Atlanta.
Yeah,
we digress.
Yeah, word. Digress, man.
That was insane, man.
Yeah,
that was insane. We did like a 4-day shoot. I'm a guest star in the episode.
Yeah. Season 3, episode
3, episode 3.
Episode 3 was it?
Okay.
Yeah, episode 3. And yeah, man, I remember the first time I got in, I remember doing the tape actually, starting the tape. So how it all works with like this acting thing is that your agent may send you an audition, and then that audition isn't always going to be in person because now post-COVID and stuff like that. But even back then, like it's not all the time you'll get in a room. So there's like a system where people will send in, so they could do like a worldwide search. And then there's 100,000, whatever people. And then you'll get a casting director looking through all that stuff. Okay, yep, you're cool. You're not so good. You kind of look like this and And then they'll call those people in the room to then actually meet them face to face and be like, oh, let's have this chat and let's like work the scene. And then from there, you meet the director and things like that. But I remember with this one, like I got the tape through, and I remember seeing it, and I was like, okay, so he's kind of like a quirky artist. Kind of like, how do I approach this? And I just went full out, man. I went in costume. I went into my wardrobe. I thought, what this character wear? Yeah, this pink hat with a little smudge on it. Cool. Like, yeah, this jacket. Glasses. Like, I was obsessed with it. I remember whacking stuff on my wall, and like, because he's like an artist
to fit the character.
Yeah, just doing like everything, bro. And then I remember my agent called it. I remember that day, and I was obsessed with trying to get it right. I definitely have. That's one of my issues. Like perfection is one of my things I definitely do seek. I need to understand. It's not gonna happen, but it's always good to try.
Bro, you know what we should do, bro? Because of that, bro. You should watch our podcast actually.
Yeah, Purpose Led.
We have a podcast about that.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, start out get perfect later. But the thing is, perfect actually never comes.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, it never comes, bro. But you watch our podcast. Everyone out there too.
Yeah,
watch that podcast.
That's
man.
sick.
Trust
that's
anyway,
facts.
as you were saying, bro, man.
Yeah.
It
was just a mad. And I remember my agent called me and was like, yeah, they really like it. Like you know, like they're talking about you, this, that, and the other. And then she called me one day and she's like, okay, so now they've sent it to Donald. Like, so I was like, oh, okay.
Donald, can you explain Donald is, please, for the people then?
Donald Glover, yes. Childish Gambino. It's his show. So Hero Mariah directs a lot of them. Of the individual episodes. Donald also directs some of the episodes, but I feel like Donald and his brother Stephen, who they write together, I feel like really does have the creative influence around it. So he basically makes the yeses or nos and does that. But yeah, I remember that day, man, got the call and it was like, yeah. And I remember being sat in Tooting on the stairs, and I just like, screaming.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, you're lying, no way.
Yeah.
And I was like, I said, Zoe, I told you.
Zoe, your agent.
Yeah.
Big up Zoe.
Big up Zoe.
Was she from the start? From the start.
Yeah, from the start.
Big up Zoe, man.
From the start.
You saw the vision.
She saw the vision,
and the vision's playing out, man.
Saw the vision. She had faith, man. She had faith. But it for me, what I loved about that role the most and that job was the set and how they everything. It was so real, bro. Like, although I only guest starred in one episode, like the amount of time, effort, and I guess money, everything that they put into fleshing out my character and fleshing out. I had a whole studio, bro. Like,
is it
like a whole
bigger than this?
Huge, man.
Is it?
She had faith. But it for me, what I loved about that role the most and that job was the set and how they everything. It was so real, bro. Like, although I only guest starred in one episode, like the amount of time, effort, and I guess money, everything that they put into fleshing out my character and fleshing out. I had a whole studio, bro. Like,
is it
like a whole
bigger than this?
Huge, man.
Is
like,
it
big, and like they had all props that
It's
you
a
could
big
think
room, by the
of.
way, guys, too. By the way.
Big, yeah, it's a big room, bro.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there was this section here
Yeah.
that was just here for like just to play games, innit? Like they had that, and then they had like another section over. It was big, and I just walked in. I was like, "Rah, this is all for me."
See, when I hear that, yeah, that's when I say this guy's clear. That's when I say this guy's clear. But I think in my head, clear means like when someone is doing something which seems so out of ordinary.
Right.
And they're really succeeding in that. So more so a term of endearment.
You know what's so interesting about that? Perspective is everything too, because clear that idea there, right there. You ask someone who's like, for example, Daniel or Michael, to them it's just normal. So clear is literally just like a phantom of the mind. Like, what do you think clear is? It depends on what your mindset is. I know the term
and your
media,
environment as well.
Because it's interesting. Like you could do like I could have done like small acts, cool, boom. You get paid for that. All right, when's the next time you work? I think for me, it was a year.
Oh wow.
So it was like I'm lucky I had drama school there to fill my time.
Yeah.
But instead, like, we did one amazing thing, but I'm still auditioning and still getting all these no's, and I'm not where I really want to be. Money's running out. All these things, huh?
Do you get fast track for these things?
Now things are. I'm clear.
Still humble.
Still humble.
That's just.
No, I actually I love this episode, man.
For real,
I
man.
love this episode, man.
You lot have made my day.
Honestly,
you made ours, man.
You made ours, man. Oh, also, we'll come into the end. I know you say you got a lot to do.
You can keep it going for a bit if you got more stuff.
No, love that, man. We've got like a couple more bits to do, and then we'll continue. But
for sure.
Anything else you said about Atlanta, bro?
Yeah,
I know you want to talk about Atlanta.
Yeah, no,
I
it was.
And the way you pulled it back, I was like, this guy wants to talk about, and I want to talk about.
Fun, bro. Like
everything
around it. The clothes I got to wear.
I saw, bro, the big goggles.
Yeah, the goggles and that.
Man.
And I was so lucky because I really wanted to be a part of this. And like, I've been really good with my jobs that I've had collaborative, like, I've been able to collaborate with everyone.
Yeah.
So in terms of like costume people as well, I remember walking in, I was like, I've got a vision of like my character will kind of wear stuff like this, and we kind of like spoke. They were emailing me back and forth about how they wanted my hair and stuff like that, and I was, I could really think about this character. I remember getting in there and I was like, okay, let's see if they listen to man. Like, seeing what Jordan there, Off-White there, all these. I'm like, okay,
straight.
like just straight.
Shit.
Wow.
And then I was like, right. I was a big Off-White fan anyway. I just
was.
Still am.
Oh.
Still am. R.I.P. Virgil.
Yes,
yeah.
indeed.
But
we were near his office the other day as well, in Soho House as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
He had
don't
an
know
office
about
there in Soho
this.
House.
I didn't know. But yeah, I love his clothes. I don't know if he's at LV. He was at moved to LV as well, and I love what they do at LV.
You know what I mean? We see his shoes.
Yeah, they do. Love what they do.
See the books.
I saw what's called. Don't watch that, bro, man. Camera can't see it, fam. No, I thought. No, let me not go off topic. Continue, please, bro.
So yeah, it was just good. Like, I love fashion. That's one thing that I've actually like love so much.
Yeah, I saw a Louboutin thing, fam.
So
yeah.
What's he saying?
I saw a Louboutin thing.
Yeah.
And as soon as you got in there, you saw all of the stuff there.
I saw all the stuff that I was like, right, okay, cool. So they're actually listening to man. Like, I actually hold some weight in this space. They gave me different options, and I was like, oh guys, I really like think this set would work well. Gave my reasons for it, and they were like, okay, well, we'll get back to you. And then got there live, go into my trailer, and I just see the whole fit that man's picked, and I was like, yes. And I always make it a habit of always being like, I always want to take one thing from the job, like as in like whether it could be a chain or whatever, like, but one thing that man can remember. You can.
You speak to the people, innit?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Might bust you.
Literally.
Right.
They bust me in ATL, they bust me for
I can imagine, bro, because
Run it. Wait,
they
let me
bust
finish.
me. They bust me. I got to keep my cargos, these orange cargos you see in the episode. The off-white tee.
Yeah.
And got to keep. There's skates. I'm skating in the episode, so I got to keep the skates as well. They sent it autumn, bro. Like, they looked after, man. They really did.
Wait, when did they send? When did they fly you out? Did they fly you out?
No, we did it in London though.
yeah.
Oh, it was in.
We did it in London.
Oh, yeah, it was in London.
Yeah.
English accents, innit?
Yeah.
We did it in
What
London.
part of London was it based?
So we shot in Surrey, just outside.
Okay.
But we actually, because it's shot in different places. So obviously the episode opens, for anyone hasn't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it, but the episode opens and they're walking down this road and they're like to a house and it's supposed to be in North London.
Right.
So they shot that at a completely different time.
Okay.
And then they
Magic
used the
cinema.
house exactly, and then built it together so you all think it's in the same.
I was thinking,
because
because see the initial house, right?
Yeah.
They walk in, go upstairs, and then they go to that old place. I'm like, this definitely ain't the same house, fam.
No.
The house looks bougie, fam.
Yeah,
But let me not spoil too much, bro.
Yeah.
Man. Guys, watch
Season
that.
3, episode 3.
Episode 3.
man.
One Man in a Tree or something like that.
Oh man, in that tree.
But that, and then everyone just made me feel so comfortable, bro. Like, I remember just walking in and the first time I see Donald, I walk into the makeup trailer.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, okay, cool. Walk in, bop. I see no way. I thought I was gonna be with like the other, like he'll have his own thing. Like,
Yeah.
post it with us, innit? It's like, so he's like, hey, he's got his like these eye things on, and he's like, hey man. I was like, no, this is Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Like walked up, just like sat there, right, bro. Keep it real.
Yeah.
Just like I was like, don't want to beg it too much. Then I just had to thank him. I was just like, I'm not gonna lie, like, thank you so much for like giving me this opportunity.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, he was like, why are you thanking me, man? He was like, you're the best person for the job, like, just hands down, like, you're supposed to be here, so do what you have to
Grace,
do.
man.
And I was like, rah, like, yeah. So he just made me feel so comfortable. Everyone, Zazie as well, like, just made me feel so comfortable.
That is such a big thing. The fact he said that to you,
Yeah.
like, with his credentials too.
Yeah.
That was made me feel so at
I
ease,
said
bro,
you're
from the start.
you're meant to be here.
You're meant to be here, bro. Man.
And it just made me think, rah, I kind of am.
Yeah.
So I think I annoyed a couple people because like I'm just like, I was like, yeah, I'm meant to be here.
Yeah.
So I remember I had that my prop phone, and my character's out there, innit?
Yeah.
So he does things to kind of like, I would say, provoke people a little bit.
Yeah.
So bro, the amount of like BTS I've got on my phone of just filming around, walking around them, like it was a fat mansion you saw, like a fat yard, just walking around.
The place is mad.
Bro,
place is mad.
Mad. And I remember I tried to record one of the I think it was the second AD or whatever, and I was like, oh yeah,
Assistant director.
yeah,
Okay.
and I was like, yeah, come into my vid. Come on, we're talking about a recall, a callback for Hook right here.
I could have been Peter.
It's nuts. Yeah, just like got so much BTS, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna be here. I'm not gonna beg it. Like, I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not upsetting no one. I'm not offending no one. I'm not gonna post any of this on the internet. So let me get my archives.
Yeah.
Like,
And you were in character as well.
and I was in character,
yeah,
so no one
exactly.
could really say nothing.
Yeah,
I was just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
be in my blog, like it's for this whole thing. Like, it's just for my memories. But yeah,
That is such an important point there, because sometimes we can feel like imposter syndrome, where we feel like, am I really meant to be here? But I believe when Childish Gambino said that to you, or the Donald Glover, it's really just reinforced and put your mind at ease that, no, I'm meant to be here. That's for everyone right now, because you see, sometimes you can be in spaces, right? Because I do confidence coaching, right?
I'll do.
Yeah, I do confidence
Come
coaching.
on, not surprised.
Yeah, thank you. Man. Yeah, man. So a lot of people, one thing I realized too, especially when I worked my job in my placement year, right? I was doing a bit of coaching there. I was helping some of the grads and people in that area there. One thing they thought was like, I'm happy I'm here because it's a very big company I'm working for. But like, why me though? And that's a very big problem people have, especially young people in big spaces. Why me? Why am I here? But then when you actually understand that I'm here for a reason, and not only just a season,
That's it.
your workload and your confidence in yourself increases so much. And I think it's so important for us to really understand that, because end of the day, there's thousands of people who could apply for roles. There's thousands of people who could apply for your acting position, but it was you who got the role. And that's everyone right there. You might be in a season where you feel like you're out of place. Believe in your source. You're there for a reason, not only just for a season. Don't give up, and trust that you're there to do the best job. Believe in yourself, man.
And I think there was quite a few times where there was actually those confirmationary things. So there was your Marge saying, this acting thing is making sense. Like singing, acting is what you should be looking at. There was your agent as well. He was like, I believe in your source. Let's make this happen. Was it Zoe?
Zoe.
Big up Zoe.
Big up Zoe, man.
Big up Zoe.
All the way through till now.
Big up
Still there, and then into the future as well.
Yeah.
And then also the Donald Glover.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Childish Gambino, Mr. 3005. I got Paps T.
Come on.
Mad. It's just like when you deep it and take time, I feel like things have been going at such a pace at the moment that man actually hasn't had time to really like. So it's good to have these, and actually be able to reflect and be like, you know what, like that was a little stamp there. That was a little nod. Like these are things that, so when things do look a bit low in the future, at least like we've had time
Hopefully
to be
not for
like,
too long though.
No,
it happens.
but it happens
Like,
naturally.
literally,
Ebbs and flows.
Ebbs and flows.
It's like, oh, you can remember now, innit? You can just remember, like, rah, no, this is what happened. When things move so fast, you're just like, oh, no. You can't really, live in the moment because you're worrying about, I need to do a good job. And I think the one thing that that was my one a bit anxiety surrounding Atlanta was being surrounded by all these heavy hitters. Like Lakeith, I worked with Lakeith that same week, the week after he just got nominated for an Oscar as well.
Wow.
Okay.
So I was
Wait,
like,
Lakeith is that?
Lakeith Stanfield.
Which one? What was he again?
He plays Darius.
Skinny brother.
Yeah. He plays Darius. Was in Get Out.
Yeah. Amazing actor.
Amazing actor.
Amazing
He has his own energy as well. Like everyone is just there because they are there and they are them, bro. Like that's why they're there for the period of time they are. Because people will see through, you know, the fakery eventually, and they'll be like, okay, you might even be a nice person, a good person, but bro, that's not you, man. Like, you might be nice, but it's not you.
What's your
like,
advice to people right there, creatives, anyone in general who is trying to be someone else? What's your advice for them, bro? Always look at the camera and talk to them.
Just don't do it. And I feel like you can be yourself. Like, people need to love you for you, because that's what's sustainable. You know, you will always be yourself. But all this, you know, it's in you. It lives in you. But all, you know, trying to, like, you know, be mates with everyone, or trying to do all that, or doing all that stuff, or it's not sustainable. And that there's days where you will be, you know, people will see cracks in that. And then the real you potentially will come out. And then you're like, whoa, that can throw people. So, and it's not even about other people. It's about being comfortable in yourself, that you know that you can go into any other environment and every other space and sit cozy in you. Because it's your own individuality that has got you there in the first place.
That's a very good point.
For real,
I think what you said, literally about it being consistent, like consistently you. And it takes energy to try and be someone else.
Bro.
It takes energy.
Yeah.
And why don't you put the energy into being yourself? Because you get further.
It's like, oh, I need to speak like this.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with like, especially actors as well. And this is why it's been so good to have like people like John, people like Damson, Daniel, older actors that are actually from the ends that have a London accent. Like, even my accent, obviously we grew up in Bromley, so my accent is obviously has other influences, but also it's still that got the London side there. But there's a lot of people that have this vision that to be an actor, you must speak like this and be so clear. And yeah, bro, you know, there's a stigma around drama school students that we all come out like robots in it, because like, you know, they break you down, build you up. I don't think it's that. I think they try to find, in Guildhall anyway, they take away all the habits and all that stuff, which obviously habits are hard to get rid of. So naturally it's a battle. But then you find this neutral, open place that now you can approach a character from a clean slate and fully transform.
Wow.
But there's some people that are just very much like, nah, I've got to be heard. I have to speak like this. I must be very RP and proper. Like, nah, G, because everyone can do that. But no one sounds like Sheyi. No one sounds like Rob. No one sounds like Jono. No one does.
I love how everyone calls you Jono too.
Yeah. Who's it? Garan started. Garan, big up G, man, from Club. You know, we started on Clubhouse.
For real?
We started on
during
Clubhouse,
what lockdown?
Man. Lockdown. Exactly. That's when it took off for a lot. What were you doing during lockdown?
That's good.
What was I doing during lockdown? I was at my mum's for the first 3 weeks. Then I was just like, I can't really, like, it's been good to connect with you, mumsy, but yeah,
I love you, but
one. I'll see you on the other side. But yeah, I'll tell you what, one good thing about my lockdown, my mate Raz has a company now called Making Numbers. It's blowing up.
Dope.
But when the idea, he's always had this idea, but the idea was fully fleshed, I would say, when we were actually talking about it, was in my garden in Peckham. During lockdown, and we used to spend so much time with each other because we had time. He lived around the corner from me. It was brilliant. So one day we were just chopping it up. He's like, I really got this idea, man, like making numbers. Like, I'm just obsessed with how people like can make things and like what makes them tick and like how, and it doesn't have to be acting or artistry, but it could be, you know, Oscar at the falafel wrap place, you know, like how that's what he loves and that's his passion. So he loves to record that and build a hub of like creativeness within that. So that's what that idea was really fleshing out. But that's most I was doing. I was doing a lot of stuff I shouldn't have been doing in lockdown too. So
well, obviously we're coming nearer to the end now, unfortunately. But I want to ask you a question, bro, because I remember we spoke about it. So last week we were on the phone, us three, right? And one thing you said you wanted to talk to us about was like the whole concept of moving away.
Oh yeah.
How's that like for you?
To America. Yeah.
Moving
to America.
And how's that like? Obviously, I know you said you moved out from mum's house to Peckham. First of all, how's that like, and how you gonna be feeling to live in New York by yourself? Man?
Well, this comes back to growth, man. And I think I'm aware that things are moving and changing quite drastically now. But I feel like God gave me things, doesn't give you anything you can't handle, innit? So like, I needed to move out from my mum's crib years ago because I knew where my life was going, and I felt like I needed to take steps in that direction to, I would say, become more accustomed to when things do like completely change.
Wow.
So I wanted to move out. I wanted to start having more like a responsibility in terms of that. going from like a normal regular school to Brit school as well was
Yeah.
another thing that was about
Yeah.
change and stuff like that. And, it's like the way my jobs have gone as well is like we started off at Small Axe, which was incredible, like, but it was still London based and we shot it in like 2 weeks.
Really?
So quick. So
Really?
quick. Yeah,
impressive.
bro.
Wasn't that a 5-part series, right?
So my episode specifically,
Yeah.
it was just over an hour.
But the whole thing.
And
was
we
like a
shot that
5-part
and we,
series,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so what? The episode was an hour and you shot that over how long?
Oh, just
2
your
weeks.
episode.
Yeah.
What?
So quick. So quick. So it was like, we did that, and exactly, but you see what we did in that time and how
Yeah.
it's mad. And I was like, right, okay, that's the first job. Then obviously we had, second job was Boxing Day.
Mm-hmm.
Boxing Day, longer shoot, and that was more like 6 weeks, but it was still London.
Mm-hmm.
Then Atlanta. Okay, now we're working with some big dogs here. Shorter shoot, but still London. And then the Beautiful Game. And it's like, okay, 3.5 months in Rome.
Did
And
you feel
then-
like when you got out there, oh, this is really real?
Yeah.
Was that the moment where you felt like that for the first time?
That's a good, yeah. What was the moment where you felt like, oh, this is really real? Like this is happening.
Yeah. I think it was when we were doing the Beautiful Game.
Really? So
Yeah.
before that, you're just like, I'm just going with the flow.
Just going with it, because they weren't that long shoots either. Like we did a lot, and by God's grace, my characters really stood out, and I was able to shine. But I just kind of wanted the length to be able to really, really experience what it's like working. I'm working away from home, and that's one thing that really attracted me to acting, is that I know I can just go to bare different spots, and like my job takes me to see the world.
Yeah, that's
You
dope.
know, like I'm going to Guyana as well.
Oh,
So
dope,
it's like
dope,
we
dope.
shoot like
Together West Indies once again.
yeah, yeah, literally.
Yeah, man.
So we go from we shoot in New York for however many times, like it's 98% of filming, and then 2% they're saying is in Guyana. So just another. Who would have thought I'd be in Guyana, bro?
Yeah.
Like, But it's just like I feel like you do a lot of growing when things are changed, and like it really shows you who you are or who you have been, and if you need to change certain things, then you can
Precisely,
change.
man. Precisely.
Because it isn't easy, and like especially now when I'm going to New York or you go to Australia, and time difference is a thing. So then it's like, oh, how are you keeping in touch with your mates as well,
That's a
and
good
like
question, actually.
things like that.
How do you find that, bro?
Yeah, with all the
Yeah.
stuff that you're doing.
It's not
keep in
easy,
touch.
man. But
Yeah.
you have to. I feel like you have to kind of like really just put yourself in the work, because that's why you're there
Exactly,
inevitably.
exactly.
And you make the phone calls when you can and the FaceTimes when you can. But I think it can be such an intense thing as well, is that sometimes you don't really have time to really chop it up with your guys like that.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
same thing for us, man.
Yeah.
It's literally finding that intentional time, like putting it. Because Google
Yeah,
Calendar
yeah,
is my
yeah.
best friend.
Say that again.
Google Calendar is my
Oh, yeah.
best friend. I have to, when I'm linking
Yeah.
someone, I have to put it in my Google Calendar. Otherwise, it's not happening.
Yeah. Because life, bro.
Exactly.
Life
Life's right now. I'm
It's
telling you.
life in life now. But I just love the thought of just being somewhere else and just being able to make that your world for a bit, because I feel like there's so much of this world that we need to explore.
Yeah.
And it's always good to come back to your peoples and have that hub to ground you, and where that may be. But there's so many beautiful things here that we need to see, and we just have to see it off a TV screen or a phone screen.
Go
like-
live that vision. Go live that movie yourself. Why see it on screen? Go live it.
Do what you have to do to see
100%.
Niagara Falls, or to climb
Precisely.
Everest, or do those
Yeah.
things. Like, go there.
Precisely. What was I say to you, actually? I was going to ask you another question, actually.
That'll be the last one. I've got a little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Start-
What was I going to say again? Before, actually, penultimate question, actually.
Okay.
I see your Instagram, bro. You talk about God a lot.
Oh, thank you.
How's that
Yeah.
amazing stuff? How's that been like for you? Like, obviously, for the highs and the lows. How's it been? How's it been like a Christian in that space too, bro? Like, acting space. How's that been like for you?
It's been, you know what? Actually great.
Okay.
Actually great, because there's a lot of uncertainty within our industry and in life,
Yeah.
but especially within acting and stuff. So much uncertainty. So many people have to say yes. But there's one thing that with God, he always is there. And like, even when things are low, and I always used to ask God, just reveal what is my purpose. I feel like I know what my purpose is, so I'm leaning into this, but show me, God, like reveal it. And he has, obviously,
Amen.
this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I feel because of how uncertain this career is, I couldn't do it, and I wouldn't be as I am now without Christ.
Wow.
I wouldn't, because
The anchor, isn't it?
it's the anchor.
Anchoring,
It's the
yeah,
anchor.
Yeah.
And just being able to just be quiet sometimes and just breathe and just, check in with yourself, have conversations with Christ, can really just recenter you
That's amazing, man.
with all the buzz
Wildness.
Imagine
Yeah.
the industry's pretty crazy, man. People do amazing stuff, but you know, when things aren't going the way they're going through it mentally, but for you having an anchor there can just really ground you.
And that's why I love socials in a way. It's pros and cons, but with socials, I love to only repost things that I think other people could benefit from. And I definitely think everyone can benefit with Christ in their life. And I don't, not to preach to anyone, it will find you, but I feel like us as disciples of Christ, it's our job to spread his word. So, in the most cool way you can. Look, without being that, the Bible basher that everyone...
100%, bro. End of the day, for us, I ain't trying to like force no one to do nothing. I just live my movie. We live our movies. And hopefully you guys find it for yourself. Obviously, as you said, we'll spread it, we'll share it, but end of the day, we live our movies. If you're attracted to how we are, look to the source of why we are the way we are.
That's it. One prayer my mum always prayed for me, and I still to this day pray it, is let God shine through Sheyi. Like, let God speak through Sheyi.
That's a good one.
It's like when Sheyi walks in a room and everyone looks at him, they're thinking, why? Why is that? What is it about you? And then my mum would be like, that's Christ. That's it.
And has she been saying that from young?
Bro, from I can remember.
It's interesting though, because like, I can see there's a light that shines from you. I can see, Rob said,
I said it from the start,
he said like, we said larger than life kind of vibe. Like you're going to be someone. And your mum's been feeding you that from when you were young.
Bro.
And that's the important thing about these people around, people around you. Your mum's been praying that prayer from when you were young.
Still does.
And that still does.
Still does.
And that's the, what's it? Compound interest.
Explain.
Compound interest. So you see, let's say for example, you're investing, and then you do 1% every day. That 1% every day builds up. Builds up and builds up and builds up. So your mom's been praying that prayer every single day. And obviously that's not necessarily how prayer works. Like the more you do it, like the better the results are. But she's been feeding that to you. She's been saying that to you.
Because it's a thing you shouldn't forget. It's a mindset as well. And I feel like, obviously, the more you hear something and the more you pray something into your life, like naturally, the more you do anything, it will feed through you and begin to shine through you. And I feel that's, comes down to a lot of my success.
Well, bro, do you know what is, I speak for both of us. Long may that continue, bro. For the last question we want to ask you, which we finish with all our guests, is this. You ready,
I'm ready.
Is Sheyi Cole happy where he is right now?
110%.
Yeah?
110%.
Give us a little explanation for that, please.
If 16-year-old Sheyi could see where he is now, I don't even think he would believe it.
Wow.
I don't even think he would believe it. He would be like, maybe, yeah. Like, but nah, like, he wouldn't even believe it. Like, I think back and I'm like, like, I'm 23. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, this is young.
Is that very young in the acting sense?
Yeah. Like, obviously you get kid actors and that do their thing, but like, yeah, man, for where we're taking it and how we're doing it now, it's happening really early. Wow. So I'm over the moon of where I am right now, and I just want it to continue, and it will continue.
Amen. It will.
And when did you start again?
I started properly when I went to Brit. 16.
So that's a 6-year journey.
6-year journey.
6 years? 7-year journey.
That's why I'm
bugging.
7-year journey. That's the bamboo season, bro. Like,
bamboo season.
I was literally watching that before I came here, like underground. Do you know about the bamboo tree, bro?
I do now. Go on.
So basically the bamboo tree, right? It's one of the biggest trees ever, right?
Fam, I just remember getting beat with bamboo sticks.
That's the only thing.
But bro, essentially, the bamboo tree, right, is underground for 3 years. Oh, wow. No one knows what's going on. It's just there. The moment it shoots up, bro, it grows 2 inches every day. Yeah, 2 inches every single day. So imagine being underground for 3 years. No one sees what you're doing, and then we come out 2 inches per day. In a whole year or something like that, it grows 4 feet. Wow. So that's literally you right now, bro. No one saw what you're doing for time. We're doing all that movement stuff, going to the London zoos. That was you underground in the soil. But now the fruits are really showing. Yeah. The fruits and the labor are really showing now. So with that being said, bro, long may that continue. Long may your fruit continue to rise to the top. And also, the most important thing about fruit, bro, with the trees, right, is that when you have the fruit, when we have the roots and it comes out, it shoots up, it brings out fruit. So also the same way you're doing amazing stuff too, I hope you're bringing people with you who can on a journey too. Because hey, bro, when we're blessed, it's only right that we bless other people too.
And blessed to be a blessing, man, for real.
Yeah, blessed to be a blessing.
Literally. Literally.
But
Thank
bro,
you.
no
Thank
worries,
you guys.
man.
Thank you for
Bro, it's been
having me.
amazing, man.
It's
been
been
great.
very, very
It's been a
good.
movie.
You guys have made my. I woke up this morning. I was like, oh, Carney, I've got all this stuff to do, like this, that, and the other. And I was just like, okay, cool. Just trotting through the day. And I was like, yeah.
Thank God I called you, bro.
Yeah. Word, because bro. Anyway, we can talk about that. Okay. But no, for real, you guys have made. I've come in so. I've left here so like, just like with a relief, an energy, a joy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I feel good, man.
Thank God, man.
It's a purpose-led effect.
Purpose-led
Purpose-led.
effect.
You know
But
what I'm
guys,
Purpose-led.
I can't lie to you. This is probably one of I'm gonna say my favorite episode. I can't lie.
Come
to you.
on.
This is my favorite episode. This is my favorite
Likewise,
episode to be
man.
honest.
It's
Because
just so bakey and like there's so much realness
Yeah.
in a bakey way. It's just
I
this
hope
is how
you
we
guys,
are.
I hope you guys have seen the. I hope you guys enjoyed the way, same way we've
Yes,
enjoyed
indeed.
it. Because as Drake said on his album, we've had a ball.
We had a ball, man.
We had a ball,
We had a
man.
ball,
So
man.
guys, if you haven't already, join the email list.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't know, tickets might be sold out by this point, but if they're not
Maybe.
sold out, get your tickets now.
ASAP.
Extremely limited.
those
Like
tickets.
Rocky.
You know what I'm saying?
Know
I
what
said,
I'm
already said
saying?
beforehand, live podcast. Topic's gonna be about start now and trust your process.
Mhm.
Additionally to that, dilemma section.
Literally, and this literally ties in with that
Yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah, perfect.
Start now, trust the process.
You want to continue?
No, that's it.
Okay, yeah. So live podcast. Start now, trust the process.
Yes,
Live
indeed.
Q&A section. Gonna be amazing. Dilemma section 2. Networking. Of course, we've got you guys with some food too.
Come on.
Guys, it's gonna be an amazing event. You guys were our last one, or you heard about our last one. Best believe this one's gonna be even better.
Serious.
But guys, have an amazing day. We love you all. We
Mhm.
care for you all. Continue to live a purpose-led
Led
life.
life.
And last but not least, Sheyi, go smash it in New York, man.
100%.
Go
Appreciate
smash it in New York, man. We'll see each
Appreciate
other on the other side too, man.
Yes, indeed.
But guys,
Appreciate you.
2023.
yeah,
Let's get it.
2023, man.
Come on.
But guys, let's get it, man. Have an amazing day.
See you later,
Bow.
peoples.
Peace out.
Bye.
That was
Amazing.
amazing.
Lit.
That was
Lit.
so good, man.